you're made of. Good.
Don't even say that. Someone comes, lights them in here, and then dies on all watch? People would be at my door with pitchforks.
He's waking up. Welcome back to the land of the living, our hero.
Help him up, Ansel. Welcome to my home. Quite a scene unfolded at the Menhir, with you at the heart of it. I can't decide if I'm more delighted or surprised. What was it that made the Menhir react to you? I see. You have a habit of not taking things seriously, don't you? But this is no trivial matter, so I demand respect. Come now, you must have a theory. The local Menhir here have been rather lifeless for quite some time. Then you come along, breathe life into what was dead, and whether you meant to or not, alter the course of our history. Tell me, do you know what this Menhir represents? So they say. The Menhirs were raised by Merlin to ward off the ancient mists that burst monsters beyond, but none of this matters in our current situation. Here, the Menhir represents something more for some. It's a symbol of freedom and independence. Strength, if you will. It shows that the people of Connacht, my subjects, and for others, like our guest from Camelot, whom I'm sure you've seen, it's a symbol of power. And power that has been granted can be taken away. Officially, they say they want to gather all the Menhir scattered across Avalon. Set them around, that is, if they can figure out how to restore them. I don't think we know each other well enough to speak. I'm well aware. And now we're also facing an outbreak of the Red Death, which will no doubt influence Camelot's decision on whether to offer my people shelter. But with the Menhir reignited, the people of Connacht will be even less willing to give up and go to Camelot. And bloodshed is something neither we nor the... I don't know, to be honest. It's not something I could admit publicly, but I feel both sides have a point. I understand the people who don't want to abandon their homeland, and I understand the knights who must face a long... Believe me, being a lord in times... I want you to speak with Dinho and try to calm him down. He's the commander of Camelot's forces stationed in Connacht, and as you probably imagine, your presence here with the Menhir active again, everything could change. Palamiti's shield, you say? An unusual request. That shield rests beneath the Minhir. And legend has it that it used to... I don't mind if you look at it, touch it, whatever you need. Just don't take it. It's a treasured relic. And the people of Connacht, and you're probably just as attached to your head, which you'll lose if we... If you need anything, speak to Ansem. He's the one who decides what's worth my time.
I should stay out of trouble. You startled me. Ah, a new face. I am Anselm, Major Domo to Lord Yvain. Any business to be done in Connacht, usually... From managing the court's affairs to ensuring Connacht doesn't collapse under its own weight, it's my duty to keep things running smooth. And you? What brings you here? Wandering so close to the heart of Connacht's business. Life at court is a delicate dance. It's calm on the surface, but underneath, there's managing affairs, settling disputes, keeping the wheels turning. It's not for the faint of heart. Lord Yvain means well, but he makes decisions slowly, too slowly sometimes. Not that I complain. It's a role I've accepted. It's a quiet kind of chaos, but one we must master, for the sake of Connacht. Challenging doesn't begin to describe it. The court is the heart of Connacht, and if it falters, the rest follows. That's a heavy weight. But if I'm honest, it's the plague that keeps me awake at night. I've seen what it does, how it spreads, I lost my family to it. The only reason I'm still here is because I was locked away. Since then, protecting this place, keeping it safe, has been more than a duty. It's been... Farewell. May your step...
You're here. Let me look at you. The All-Mother herself must be what... I would gladly explain why you're wrong, but I have neither the... If I were a priestess at the Titan steps, and perhaps... But here, take a look. The entire place is a complete disarray, and the people here are not easily swayed by words. If they were, we would... I've been trying to work with Lord Yvain to control the situation. First came the Red Priest, braying about the Red Death and accusing people of hiding the diseased. They And then you showed up and made a spectacle. We were hoping to make the relocation as peaceful as possible, but it seems we're fighting. Here lies Lady Maeve, wife of Lord Yvain. I'm wondering the same. I thought I'd find solace, or perhaps even grief, but all I feel is whatever the All-Mother wanted you to see is between you and her. Besides, I'm more concerned with the impact you've given people hope. Only time will tell if that was misguided. There is more than one way to spread the All-Mother's grace. Lord Yvain is in a precarious situation. He needs all the support he can get, and supporting. Besides, my apprentice Ailey is very talented and can handle all the matters at All-Mother.
Oi, you there, Sleeping Beauty. I saw them carrying you in. You feeling better now? Good. Would have been a shame if something happened to the one who lit up the menhir. Now what, tell me, did you get to see our lord? Or just that snake of his, Ansel? Sorry, stranger. I meant no offense. Name's Morag. I'm the innkeeper around here. Truth is, I was hoping that, with what happened at the menhir and all, maybe you'd be kind enough to whisper a thing or two into it on my behalf. Because he doesn't bother listening to us common folk, even when our livelihoods are at stake. How long can we wait? We're not some lazy nobles. We don't just get to put... We've got to eat, damn it. And unlike him, we have to work for our meals. Camelot shut down my inn. Said it was because of the Red Death, but the Red Priests have been here for ages, and they never had a problem. And last I checked, Yvain's still our lord, not one of those Camelocians. What gives them the right to... I know. I was here when the outbreak hit. Lost some of my best patrons. But every new case gets carted straight to the asylum, and we haven't had... Oh, I tried talking to the Camelocians. They told me to piss off. Now I thank you, stranger. All I want is a straight answer. The least he could do is make Camelot pay me. Damn bastards come in here acting like they own all of Connacht. I'll wait here.
Stay quiet. Stay safe.
I wasn't expecting company.
I know. I already asked Anselm to tell her to wait. But Morag's a step. Honestly, what does she expect me to do? I'm not about to argue the legate over one inn. Not when there are... I don't doubt that. I wouldn't be surprised if Denholm shuts the inn down out of fear of rebellion. And I'm hard. We all have to endure these inconveniences. Well, surely she's been given some sort of... Oh, that is very well. Tell her she'll be paid part of the damages from my coffers. I can't offer more than that. As long as this stalemate with Kemal, that's my final decision. Now...
Just keep your head down.
And? What did he say? But the inn stays closed? Figures. So now instead of standing around here, I'll be stuck at home, hoping those thugs from Camelot will graciously pay what they... I'd say it's better than nothing, but honestly, it's barely that. Eh? Should have known better than to count on that good-for-nothing... Thank you, stranger. I'm glad at least someone...
How can I help? Oh no. Are you one of those people obsessed with my son? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I don't share any information about... Dangerous? Those almanacs he writes... Oh, Mother! But they're professionals! Why would they even care about what a young boy like Arden has to say? He's no threat to them. They've got years of experience. What could his books possibly change for them? By the gods, a bounty. No, you've got it all wrong. I'm not the one printing those books. They came to me, asking for more of Arden's writings. Said they'd handle everything. I didn't think anything of it. I thought it was just a small thing. Something to keep Arden... Now that you say it, I suppose I should have known. When those merchants from Timberwall came asking for more of Arden's work, I should have realized something was off. Oh, Mother, help me. I let it happen. I never stopped to think how serious it might all become. That someone would actually try to make art. I should have thought of it then. Should have seen the risk. But no. I just thought it'd be a little bit of coin. A bit of pride for Arden. Now look, go inside. Speak with my son if you want. I'd be grateful if you could try...
My father let you in? I don't get visitors. You must be important. What could you possibly want with me? Dangerous? How could writing about armor... I don't understand. I'm not telling anyone to go into battle with the things I make. I'm just documenting the process. It's no different than a chronicler writing about wars or knights. My books, they're meant to show how beautiful armorsmithing is. I love the craft, but that doesn't make sense. Why would I'm just someone who loves writing about the craft? Why would anyone take my words over the words of someone who's been working metal their whole life? I thought they'd see it for what it is. Just the way I understand things. It's not meant to replace real experience. I'm perplexed. How could anyone... But I never said I was a master. Just because my books are printed doesn't make me an expert. It doesn't make sense to put so much faith in someone who's still... I hear what you say, but it doesn't seem fair. I didn't want any of this. I didn't ask for people. I just wanted to share my ideas. If I stop now, then what... That would be practical. If I just say up front that it's not finished, yes, that might solve the problem. I can still write what I want, and they'll have no... Please, tell my father to contact my publisher. I'm too busy.
So, did you find... He sure is. As skilled as any four-dweller. Ambitious as a knight of the round table. Only shame is, he can't seem to leave that cursed basement. You can see for yourself. Sometimes I wondered if I did something wrong. The boy never looks anyone in the eye. He only lives for those armors of his, but his mother. May the All-Mother shine upon her soul. She always said that's what makes... So I love him, and I support him with all my heart. But I'd rather... Arden, in the service of the Horn. Although, if they'd let him have a forge and a mentor, without making him fight or bond with others, who knows? That's something to think about. Thank you for caring this much. That could be a solution. Thank you for talking to him. There are days he doesn't say a single word to his own father. I have to slip messages between... It can be exhausting.
A well-made plate armor shouldn't restrict the... Whoever invented Passages definitely... What do you prefer?
I'm glad he spoke to you.
Always a pleasure to see you.
You doing okay?
You're not here to talk about the men here, are you? Oh, please say no. Oh, there are far more exciting things to chat about. Like treasure hunting, for instance. I'm Bonksy, by the way. I'm an adventurer myself. I have a few trinkets to... Oh, I'm not entirely sure. I'm just passing through. From what I understand, they want to live in one place that... Oh, all different kinds. Like the ones where you crawl through damp caves or cold tombs. Dodge trap. Really? Oh, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, maybe I am. But I managed just fine. And I wouldn't trade this... Oh, I just... A trip to the caves by the bay in the south. The bandits set up a camp there, so I decided to go after their loot. After they were drunk, so I thought I could sneak in and grab the treasure without any trouble. But they caught on and started chasing me. 4 or 5 of them, I think. I made it to the exit, and then I barely managed to slip past it, and the bandits backed off. Maybe so, but what do I need sense for when it comes to killing grindylows and... Slowly but sure. You must be interested in unique enchanted items, right? Oh, of course you are. It's a piece of armor I found on one of my expeditions. A beautiful knightly breastplate with just one... It's kind of funny, but I'm afraid not many people have the sense of humor to wear it. All right, deal. I just want to get rid... Oh, one more thing. This armor came with a letter. I found both in the ancestral tomb. Oh, I'm a little jealous, to be honest. This sounds like the beginning of an exciting... I chased the trail myself. But first, I need to sell off my finds so I can travel light.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Welcome! I haven't seen you around before, but since you decided to visit, I can tell. One day, a friend of mine asked me if her new dress looked good, and I told her. She was tickled pink and said, "Oh, do you really think so?" And I said, "Happy." Now, let's get down to business. My name is Osmond. If you're in need of a bow... No. Good advice is... And believe me, when it... In fact, Well, find me someone else who's been doing this for over 40 years. Back in '84, during one round, we were shooting at target. So, I took aim. If you were older, you surely would have heard of me. I could have been the first of Avalon's archers. They almost knight. But as it happened, I joined the watch, got married, and... Well... About Connacht. There's not much. They've been here for weeks. If I were in charge of the Camelot troops, we'd have been done in... He's a good man, but that woman of his... Oh, mother preserve me. She once set herself on fire along with half the mansion. Honestly, I was born here, and around 81 or 82. One time, they turned to... I could have joined Camelot's army, and... In the what? And they'd reply, "Oh, but the less..." I kept her. Then I... Oh. Leave it already? Hello again. As it happens, I've written a letter to Lord Yvain. A few suggestions on how, in my view, he ought to handle this whole business. Figured he could use a bit of advice from someone with strategic sense. Would you take it to him? You've got younger legs, and I'd rather not leave my stall unattended. Brilliant. Here you go.
Oh, hello there. Elixirs and all of it, mate. Yes, all my penny.
Always a pleasure to see you.
less attention, the better.
I wasn't expecting company. Does it now? Very well. Tell us that I thank him for his concern.
Just passing through? Good.
Oh.
This is and you have a beautiful soul. I can hear them fluttering. I see, trust me. Even though filth, I want to be generous. I want to be good. Souls, trinkets, all those that belonged to others for you. A blessing of sophistication, even lack, can be worth experience. Coins, items, a soul. Nothing more than a mongrel. Filth, but no. That would be too much. The streets belong to every... Filth. Both a name and a type. There were people who made filth aware of my own... Let it feel special. Oh, and one more thing. If you have anything that once belonged to someone else... First and foremost, and fill heavy soul.
You doing okay?
Hello again. Oh, how did... Ha! You see? Good work.
Nice to see you.
Welcome to Grail. Hi. No only can I read, I can even make so if you have a joke to... Perhaps it is. But you'd think that hearing the same crude comments over and over again makes me feel like a... Then there are the braver. They all have more in common than they think. Before... They're no all bad. I know it might sound like I was some poor misunderstood. I was a rightful member of the tribe, and believe me, I didn't get my name for nothing. My father made sure of it. Funnily enough, she was the one who saw it as a problem. Every time I went to the temple to read in peace, she was on my ass about it. Until one day, she yelled at me. You can guess that. Oh, great. How's she doing? Still on her path? Huh. Of course she did. It doesn't surprise me that she decided to join a fanatic. She never believed in the power of words. But perhaps that's exactly... I am no sure. When they decide to kick you out and take your name, you don't have to be there for it though. Vran might have been pissed off enough to go through with it. I don't really care. I'm not going to stop using my name just because my little... This shop belonged to my late husband. I was a mercenary hired to protect the caravan. He was a fine older gentleman, fascinated with it. It was a lethal combination for my poor heart. We didn't get near enough years. We didn't have much family left, and they couldn't care less about that. Well, I can't just take the shop and hitch it to a cart, can I? I didn't hate living here, you know. It was fine when my husband was still alive, and then he died, and the respect died with him, and then Camel...
Oh, forgive the mess. I didn't really have much choice about where to set up my... Well, it looks like the tavern is closed until further notice. That... Oh, of course, my apologies. I'm Imran. My thoughts tend to drift far from the present. I'm a scholar of sorts, though not the kind that hides behind... And yes, I'm a Pict. Not many of us wander these lands. Staying in one place isn't exactly in my nature. So I travel, I learn, I dig through the bones of the world. If you're asking out of politeness, let's just leave it at this. Trust me, I could talk the hind leg off a donkey. Wow! Thanks to Varel's generosity, I managed to get my hands on once a book. Now it's just a pile of loose pages. However, they're the writings of a Dalariata scribe from nearly... But what's even more? This man describes encounters with people who knew nothing of King Arthur, or the... Do you understand? Ah, I'll tell you. It's... I suspect Avalon may have already been inhabited by a... I've traveled across much of the island, and I've come across some mentions of the people... A place far in the northernmost reaches of Avalon. Few have... Perhaps the weirdness started to gather and ruin their crops, or maybe it was some sort of conflict that forced them to seek a new place on the island. Or perhaps it's hard to say with the scraps of it. And so, my friend, here we are, staring down the question. Many Picts I've known have prolonged contact with the weirdness. I thought it was just them, a bunch of lunatics, who first did. And what if it was the first men who knew? And think about it. If we could uncover how they did it. For now, I'm trying to pull together more valuable information from these writings. I won't uncover anything new just sitting here. I got injured on my way to Connacht, and I'm not... Oh, don't worry about that, really. It's more of a... I have to give myself some time and I'll be as fit as a fiddle, or whatever it is you say. The Grotto of First Men, that tribal scribe, and I'm assuming you're asking for a I'd love to go there myself, but this is a matter of some importance to me. I don't want to wait. So, if you're one of those bold souls... Truly excellent. I'm deeply obliged, my friend. Here are the notes. Return swiftly, and more importantly, safe. I heard she was a Dalari. The plate of the Red Death, but try not...
Nice to see you.
Oh, well, I still think he shouldn't be writing about something as serious as armor smithing, but if he's just... Does he now? Well, I once had an apprentice who also saw the world differently. Never got very focused, talented lad, but the other keeper. And then one day he just vanished. The captain didn't even... It used to be a retirement plan for the... We too, but didn't...
Oh, hello there.
Yeah, huh? On the 14th day of the month of Oak, they dragged people from their own, our possessions. Now, I have... Thank you. Back then, I lived in the borough, near Camelot. I was there when the priests came with a crowd of penitents. The priests cracked their holy whips and delivered no more Red Death. No. No. But I was cured. I gave up Brianna and all my possessions. Yes. Now. Yes.
Oh, an adventurer. Great. Just the kind of person I need. You dress funny. No one from here will... And there's something in your eyes. Can't quite put my finger on it. But so, if you're not from Kunacht and not from Camelot... I've been trying to get the guards to hear me out, but they just roll their eyes and tell me to stop whining. But I think we've got a problem with... Camelot. Deserters, I tell you. Roaming the area. Supplies, tools... Aye, because that, to the outside world, it's all... I want my family's heirloom back. Look at me. It's not even that valuable, to be honest. I just like to look at it and remember my family. How great they were. Please. I heard some of the guards gossiping about a camp nearby. I'd start there if I were a brave adventurer and... You're here! You're here! Me? No, not at all. Well, that's absurd. Why would I do that? You don't know what it's like to live here. It's unbearable. Everyone's poor. The Menhirs and Camelot, it'll be even worse. At least I'm somebody here, and I won't rot in a cell. Over...
I didn't see you there. Well, yes, what of? Some have a cow named Bessie. Is it? Well, butcher them? Oh, sweet old mother. I haven't... Please, please, you have to help me find Wilkin. Well, the thing is, Wilkin's not really a pig. The thing is, I might have done something really stupid. I know he's not the type to settle down, but I just wanted him to understand that I went to see a witch that lives outside Connacht. See? Here. They say that if you really really want something, she'll... To be fair, I thought it was just an old wives' tale. I mean, but I decided to see for myself. She gave me a potion. She told me to add it to my beloved's. He'd be right by my side, as happy. She wanted something precious to me, but I didn't have anything. So she said she'd take her payment. Fat chance of that happening now. I won't give her a single coin. And if she ever shows up here, I'll tell her what I think. I've already sharpened my pitchfork to give her a warm... That's the thing. She disappeared. And then Wilkin disappeared too. Really? Oh, thank you. Maybe you should try finding the witch first. Maybe... Oh, that's for sure. Thank you. Oh.
I swear, just a moment longer and I'll go knock some sense into that madman myself. Some lunatic. He's been going on about a giant crow flying over Connacht, claiming he's going to slay it. Sure. He was standing in the middle of the square, chucking stones at the sky and shouting that he'd When we tried to calm him down, he started flailing and screaming. Oh, we locked him up. He could have hurt someone. And now he keeps yelling to let him out. I can't take it anymore. By the All-Mother, enough, please. Don't do anything that would make me look. One lunatic a day is enough. So, you're looking for the children. That means one of two things. You want in... See, that's the wrong answer. If you knew the words, you wouldn't need to ask. Means someone's feeding them to you. Using you to clear the board. And that...
Great heavens! Fate has brought us together once more, friend. What luck! Do you remember me? I'm Barak, the Cursed Knight. Well... Of course, one does not forget a friend, after all. These fools have locked me in a cell. They refuse to... I just wanted to slay it, for I've... A giant crow. Harbinger of doom. I wouldn't be surprised if the very existence of that monster, just as I was cursed once, they... Ha! So I wasn't wrong. If they don't want to help, I won't interfere. Just help me get out of here. I'll leave Connacht and let those folks fend for themselves.
If you're here to chat, you've wasted a trip. Well, are you standing there for... Aye, you've got a knack for this. Good, now maybe I can act... So the job's done. You are full of surprises. Finally, Croak... Jobs, can you... Pleasant? I'm here... I don't know where all that eagerness comes from, but I'm starting to think if I had 10 of you, and as it happens, I might have something for you. Though it's a little different from what you've been doing. It seems that over the past few weeks, some of our just small amounts, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even notice at first. But when I checked the books at the end of the month, someone's been stealing the Legion supplies, and I won't... At first, it was mostly just food, so I figured it must be but not only did the traps turn up empty, the next time I checked, a hammer, a saw, and a couple of... I don't know about you, but I've never heard of a rat that can shoot. I thought I did. One of the lads, Percy, volunteered to guard the supplies. Seemed like a decent enough guy. The next day, Percy was gone, and with him, even more of the supplies. His mates swear he'd never do that. They say that the army was his entire life. The problem is, the thefts haven't stopped. So I'm guessing in the storefront nearby. Maybe you'll find something, because I am all out.
Open up, Fergus. We know you're in there.
Get lost! You've taken everything from me. I won't give you anything else.
Stop whining and open up. We've got to talk. I've had enough of this lunatic. Keep an eye on him in case he gets out. I need a rest. What do you want? Then go be curious. Open up, Fergus.
Not a chance.
No, you could not, because it isn't your job. But if you really must know, yesterday one of our warehouses caught fire because of what... Denham ordered us to investigate, but how are we supposed to do that if we can't question... Come on, Fergus! I don't have all day!
I don't care. Leave me...
I don't know you either. Why should I trust you with such a... Unless Denham says otherwise, we'll keep at it until he relents. Ferket!
Get...
If nobody's working the anvil, then it means the forge is... A woman happened. He was chasing after some girl he thought the world of. Almost one time he went to see her and didn't come back for 2 days. He was all the way. Afterwards, he seemed to be getting better. I could see that he was starting to struggle with swing. Now he just lies there, barely breathing. I have no idea how to help him. Nianti, Maggot, none of them know. I told him that it's no use chasing after a girl. Stupid kid. What do I care? Whatever happened there could have been her fault, so excuse me for not running to... Beor's wound wasn't caused by... Hell knows. He didn't want... But I know that youngsters in love used to visit this what? Maybe they went there and were... I don't know. To be fair, I don't... I only care... Really? Well... Beor? Your wound, it changed.
What? What happened? I don't remember much.
That's right. And what did I always tell you about chasing after? You're lucky this one showed up. Otherwise, I never would have guessed. Better take this to your grave if you don't want to become a laughingstock. You're so smart. Well, get up now, whelp. You can take it easy today, but tomorrow you're back. And you, thank you. I think the old... finally we can... If you ever need a... Oh, hello. Do you need something? Times are tough. It all began innocently enough. Our milksop of a lord, Yvain, so he sent messengers to Camelot asking, and it worked. For a while. They came here and resumed. Then news from Camelot arrived.
We declare martial law. Cut down all the trees and take them in here.
Load of bullshit if you ask me. The weirdness has always been here. Kuanacht has been doing. Denholm, the one in charge of their army, came here with the Red Priest. It seems like he's well aware that his orders are stupid, and that people from And now, Kuanacht is divided. Some want to leave for Camelot. Others... Camelot says we do. I think we don't. Lord Milksop, of course, doesn't know what to do. If he leaves for Camelot, he'll become just another arse-kissing sponger princeling no one gives a toss about. Here, at least, he's somebody. Or he can be... The men here is dying. That's true. More and more weirdness. I don't know what would need to happen for everyone to stay in Kuanacht. The truth is, we can only... His family has a grand past. I have the utmost respect for their legacy. Our lord, though, Yvain is a coward. He lets Camelot get away with anything. Well, for now, Who knows? Perhaps our lordling will finally... Though, if you ask me, the only thing that could save him would be the quest for the Holy... I have my reasons. They took a few people for what they called a routine examination. Ah, damn it all. Would you believe me? Nobody came back. Not a single soul. I don't really want to talk about it, but... Look, she would chat with Nianti. She hadn't bled for 3 months, and she would have eaten all the crops from Reese's field if she could. They took her away. She caught a cold, and they put... That's all I can tell you. I don't want... You... what? Do you still have the letter? Please... A boy. My little boy. She mentioned once that I always wanted a son. Maybe thank you. If everyone here were as brave as you, Here, take this. I have no use for it anymore. Why? This letter... Years ago, I swore I wouldn't utter a single... If anything, it has a...
No. Oh, gods. Please don't tell. Is that what they're saying? Gods, this is a nightmare. I'd never desert. I can't believe I'm going to die here. Of course I am. But it's impossible. I've searched every inch of this. Things still fall in from time to time. So, I'm sorry, my friend. But we are well and truly stuck here. I don't envy you your hope. But, go ahead. I remember what it felt like to have...
Another guess? My, how word must have spread. I didn't think there were still fools eager to walk in the shadow of my throne. Yes, you think this prison blinds me? No, I see the world. I watch my... And Yvain, he is the true downfall of House Taryon. A soft-bellied fawn, too weak to hold the reins, too fearful to He is not my heir. He is the ghost of... Ah, history. The great devourer. It swallows men whole and spit. Palamedes, my ancestor. His name endures, woven into the fabric of Avalon like a golden... But me, I am the frayed end, the unraveled strap. And why? Because I ruled not with honeyed words, but with truth. Because Hunnocht was mine. My name should have echoed through the ages, carved into stone, and yet, here you stand, proving what I have long suspected. I was not lost. Gracious. You mistake me for a king who begged to... Gracious rulers are forgotten. Merciful kings are overthrown. I ruled with a firm hand because... Did my people fear me? Perhaps. But they obeyed. And obedience is the only... Tell me, would you rather be adored and forgotten, or feared? Haha, clever. But this was not history's doing. This was her doing. A Bondrui's curse. Not time. And yet, what's the difference in the end? Whether by time's hand or by her, my throne is tainted. And the wretch who calls himself Taryon sits upon it, a hollow... I believed eternity was the right of kings. Now I see it for what it is. A punishment. I don't know. I cannot be killed. Not by blade, not by fire, not by time itself. I've tried everything. So unless you hold power equal to the one who cursed me, I wouldn't bother reaching for your weapon. You can always duel me, and die for my amusement if that suits you. Oh, now that is a bold claim. You are not the first to make such an offer, nor would you be the What am I, to refuse a dance? Come then, let's see if your blade can carve deeper than fate itself.